Just setting up Facebook streaming. Okay, so that is now going live. Hi, everyone. I hope that you are all doing okay at home in these uncertain times. I know everyone is trying to really just navigate this new normal, and it can be tough. Just know that I'm here to support you in any way I can, with the free calm challenge that I'm running this week, with free recipes and whatever may help you guys. And I want you all to know that if any of you are feeling in the state of stress and just need to talk, please PM me directly, because I've been in that state of overwhelm and I really just don't wish it upon anyone. I've been in the depth of the challenges with my son, and I can't even imagine what it would be like if we hadn't got to the other side right now, when he's at home with his brother right now and we're trying to homeschool. I was in there with the depths of challenges with him before we started our journey, so I know exactly what you guys are going through. But this is not the reason I'm here today. The reason I'm here is totally impromptu. Now, this week I was talking with two clients of mine on separate occasions, and I got off the phone with the second one today, and both of their children have ADHD or anxiety, but also suffer from constipation and terrible gut symptoms. Now, they had both been to multiple doctors trying to get to the bottom of what was causing their child's issues, but in both occasions, their doctor both looked at them as if they were crazy, and that their child did not have any stomach problems at all. And they were both given medication, which was just really to put a Band-Aid on it and to put a Band-Aid on the symptoms, and then just sent on their way. And when I heard this story again today, which completely was exactly the same as the other story I heard last week, it just made me so upset to hear this, because I will tell you now, constipation or gut problems are not normal for anyone. It's just simply not normal at all. Your child, if there is something wrong. If your child is suffering, I want you to know that there is something you can do about it. In both of these cases, I conducted functional lab work on these children, and we did some functional lab tests. One of them was a gut test, which was a stool test, and another one was an organic acid test, which was a urine test. And guess what? In both cases, their child's lab work came back telling us exactly what was the underlying reason for their pain, for their problems. And it allowed their parents to finally get the answers on why their children were suffering. And I wanted to just come on here today and I wanted to share this story with you, because honestly, there is a reason. If your kid is constipated, don't just accept Miralax. If your child is having gut problems, don't just, accept an antacid that's gonna put a Band-Aid on the symptoms. There is a reason underlying of what's causing that. And I wanted to show you just a couple of lab tests and what they would look like, and just so you can understand. So give me a second. I'm going to share my screen with you. Okie dokie. Hopefully you will be able to see that. So what I've got here right now, what you can see on the screen, this is a GI map gut test. And this is what the test results look like. This particular child here has H. pylori. As you can see here, we've got a high marker next to H. pylori. Symptoms of H. pylori can include stomach aches, burning pain, frequent burping, bloating, loss of appetite, smelly gas. Not all of those will be present in all children, but if your kid does have that constantly and they've got pain, there could be a reason. With H. pylori, it's extremely important to get rid of this, as infected people actually have 2 times to 6 times increased risk of developing gastric cancer and ulcers. And, it's really important to get rid of this. This child here is also showing that they've got 2 parasites. So you can see straight away that there is no wonder they have had terrible gut symptoms. But also, if the gut is broken down, it totally exacerbates ADHD and anxiety symptoms due to the gut-brain connection. And also a big part of our serotonin and our dopamine, which are our happy, feel-good chemicals, hormones in our body, are being made in the gut. So if you've got things going on in the gut, it's going to affect your brain. It's going to affect your emotional regulation. I'm just going to scroll down as well. Here I've got a page of the organic acid test. What we're seeing here is we're seeing some super high markers in the intestinal microbial overgrowth section, and they're showing quite bad yeast overgrowth and some mold and bacterial overgrowth in the gut. Now, candida is the most common form of yeast in the body, and it can build up toxins that are associated with so many symptoms that you wouldn't even think. Migraines, chronic fatigue, poor concentration, brain fog, depression, OCD behaviors. It can become invasive in the gut. It can attach to the intestinal wall. It can cause leaky gut syndrome. That's another topic for another day, which can magnify gut problems, ADHD, anxiety, food sensitivities, allergies. It impedes the absorption of vitamin and minerals and causes a variety of intestinal disorders. And I think the point I'm coming, the reason I've come here today is to, I'm just going to unshare my screen just 1 second, just so you can see me. Okay, the reason and the point for me coming on here today is to reassure you that if you suspect something going on in your child's body, advocate for them. Trust your instinct. And there is hope. These parents were finally showed that they weren't imagining it. And they were finally given a solution to be able to help their kids. I work with families all over the USA, not just in Seattle where I am. So if you know that there is a deeper reason for your child's symptoms and you aren't getting the answers from the doctor like you thought you would, or you're struggling to find these answers, just send me a PM. You can book a free call with me and we can talk about what those next steps might be for you. I can finally help you get those answers you've been searching for. But, at the end of the day, if they're having gut problems, if they're constipated, it could be exacerbating so many of their ADHD and their anxiety and their emotional dysregulation symptoms. So if you feel lost, reach out to me. I'm here to support you. Hope you all have a great day.